I was considering not even doing this video. I was going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt to do the right thing, but I found out Friday that they're incapable of doing the right thing. So I want to do this video about the Iowa Department of Corrections. I have a friend there that's been locked up for approximately 22 years for a crime that he did not commit. I know you guys have probably heard that a bajillion times. But I've taken the time to read through the volumes of information to know the truth in this matter and know that he's a political prisoner in the Iowa Department of Corrections. However, and notwithstanding any other rights, I'm currently facing a aggravated misdemeanor for harassment charge for a conversation that took place with an attorney who called me and my family at 10:30 at night on a Friday night and threatened us. It just so happens that attorney represents a civil party that I have a civil issue with, and the issue is that they basically were trying to gain leverage in their case, and they did so because they continued to badger my family until I finally, you know, whatever. So whatever happened, a conversation took place that I was arrested for. Nonetheless, the fact of the matter is I have not been to trial yet. I have not been to court yet, and I have been denied the opportunity to visit a friend of mine because I have a pending charge. That pending charge is, like I said, an aggravated misdemeanor. I've already been offered 2 plea deals on it. I refused to do it. The deals were simple as fine. I recently just got the court's permission to, even though it's not required, represent myself at trial because I do feel that I will be vindicated of this crime, and I do intend on suing the county and the Iowa Department of Corrections as soon as this is done. The reason for that is because the Constitution of the United States guarantees each and every man and woman due process of the law. Part of due process of the law is the right to go to court and be convicted of a crime and be innocent until proven guilty. Officers, when they're in the situation where they're under scrutiny, their supervisors and their superiors automatically want to say, well, wait a minute, we're not going to find this person guilty in the court of public opinion. However, if it's an average, ordinary citizen like you or I, they'll do it in a freaking hot second. And here's a perfect example why. Because I know from looking at the Iowa courts online that there are several correctional officers who have been arrested, and I've actually done the investigation to find out that some of them were actually so disorderly that they had to be tasered in order to be arrested. Those individuals were convicted of crimes, and they are correctional officers at various institutions. Anamosa State Penitentiary is one of them. Fort Dodge Correctional Facility is another one. Clarinda Correctional Facility is another one. Newton Correctional Facility is another one. The list goes on, but nonetheless, they've been convicted of a crime, and they're allowed to walk into that institution every day and have a set of keys to cell doors, front doors to buildings and gates, whatever. But as a pretrial detainee, somebody who hasn't been in court yet, you're already guilty, and you're much more risk than somebody who's actually been convicted of a crime, like the correctional officers that I've mentioned already. Some of them are in higher ranking positions, and I'm not going to say that all correctional officers are bad, because not all of them are bad. There's actually some of them out there that are pretty decent. But I guess what I'm trying to get at here is there's no fucking way that I'll ever accept that the policy of the Iowa Department of Corrections trumps the United States Constitution. You guys run in there with freaking convicted criminals every day and give them a set of keys, and you can't even let one person in who hasn't had his constitutional rights go to court. You won't even let him visit because he's what, guilty of a crime? Your correctional officers have been found guilty, and you let them in there every day. And then you say that policy trumps the Constitution. You're tyrannous. Everybody in the Iowa Department of Corrections that accepts that answer that policy is going to trump the Constitution is ridiculous. There's no way in hell that the Iowa Department of Corrections will ever trump the Constitution of the United States.